So after my last video, I was really not all that happy. The wind noise was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so at this point I had to stop photographing. There's still a little part of the sun. So I went ahead and attached some dead cats to my phone here. Headed back down to the shore water area. And it looks to be a little windy and choppy as I'm driving through the road that goes along the river. So hopefully this will be a good test to see whether or not these dead cats really make a difference. So today we're back at the spot that I recorded my last video at. The wind is a lot worse today. The river is choppier. Well, there goes the lawnmower. So this will be a good test to see whether or not these dead cats I put on here really work, or if I'm still actually going to have a problem with the audio. But as you can see by the river behind me, it's a lot choppier than the day that I actually recorded the video. I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. I'm doing lawn maintenance here, so it's not really a good spot to film. With the wind blowing the way it is, it'll be a good spot to see whether or not these dead cats are really going to make a difference or not. Okay, so I left the river area where they were doing maintenance work. I just didn't feel it was going to be a good test to see whether or not these dead cats would work with the sound of the lawn equipment. It's another red flag day out here, and what that means is strong currents, wind advisories, and high waves. As I'm panning around here, I'm just talking at a normal voice. I can really hear the wind noise in my ears. So this will be a good test to see whether or not these dead cats actually work. So it's very windy here on this beach, which will be another good test of the dead cats. I'm using a little bit of a different camera right here. I just wanted to show you what the dead cats on my phone actually look like. As you can see, it's a little bit of fur on the top microphone, and I've got fur down on the bottom part of the microphone right there. As you can see, the fur. And the fur on the bottom part is actually a little bit longer than the fur on the top part. The reason being is the fur on the bottom part is actually covering the main microphone. The top part is actually a noise canceling microphone according to the specs on this phone that I've looked up. So that's why the top I made a little bit shorter, and then the bottom I made a little bit longer. The fur itself, I just picked up what's called craft fur. Picked it up for about $3 plus tax. This one I actually got at, I think it was Hobby Lobby. I shop so many craft stores I forget. And it's a pretty big piece. And the reason why I got the piece this big is I'm actually going to make multiple dead cats out of it. I've already cut a little bit of the corner here to make the dead cats on the phone itself. And then what I did to attach it is, this is actually double face tape that you actually use to hem clothing with, or to tack up clothing. You just peel it back, and then there's it's a little bit difficult to get off, but there's a film on the top that you peel off, and that makes it double face. So I cut a little hole into where the microphone is, so that the tape wasn't actually covering the mic, and then I just put it around, and then I actually taped down the fur. It's not a permanent fixture. The reason being is I want to go ahead and be able to remove the dead cats when I need to. I might go ahead and glue them down later if I find that it needs to be a little bit more permanent, but even with sliding the phone in and out of my pocket in a windy day, it held up pretty well. So I'm probably just going to leave it. And early in this video you saw that I was able to actually decrease the amount of wind noise that was coming through my phone. It's not actually that hard to make a dead cat, and every little bit actually helps if you can decrease the wind. Yeah, it makes my phone look a little bit funny, but I'm after the end result. I'm not after looks at this point. And also, with this being temporary, if I did go ahead and sell this phone or actually have to send it back for yet another warranty issue, I've already sent back one phone because it went into a boot loop. But if I do have to send this one back for a warranty issue, or if I do sell this phone or get rid of it in the future, I can just go ahead and remove this temporary fur.